Self-motivation is one of the hardest things to sustain. The people we admire for their drive are often motivated by one of two things: responsibility or passion. Responsibility pushes you because people are counting on you. Passion fuels you because you genuinely love what you do. But even passion can fade when results are slow, the journey gets difficult, or your efforts go unnoticed. So the real question is, how do we stay motivated when the work is tough, progress is slow, and the rewards aren't guaranteed? Over time, I've learned that lasting motivation isn't something you wait for, it's something you build. Here are 3 ways that have helped me stay driven. The first one, you have to have something at stake. The easiest way to stay motivated is to make sure there's something you can't afford to lose. When nothing is at stake, it is easy to postpone, make excuses, or simply quit. But when your actions directly affect something you care about, your family, your reputation, your team, or even a promise you've made, showing up becomes non-negotiable. I remember preparing for an important professional milestone while juggling with a demanding job. There were plenty of evenings when I wanted to skip studying. What kept me going wasn't motivation. It was a thought of the opportunities I'd miss if I didn't follow through. I had already told my family and colleagues about my goals, and I didn't want to be the person who gave up halfway. That sense of accountability became stronger than my momentary lack of motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Stakes are not. The higher the stakes, the easier it becomes to keep moving, even on the days when you don't feel like. Second, you have to know why. When the journey gets difficult, your why is what keeps you moving. Goals tell you what you want to achieve, but your purpose reminds you why it matters. Without a strong reason, even a small obstacle feels overwhelming. With a reason, even hard work begins to make sense. There is a well-known Zen story about 3 stone cutters. A traveler asks the first, "What are you doing?" He replies, "I am cutting a stone." The second says, "I'm earning a living." The third smiles and says, "I'm building a temple." All 3 were doing the same work, but only one sees a purpose beyond the task itself. That larger vision gives meaning to the daily effort. Whenever motivation fades, revisit your why. If your reason is compelling enough, the difficult days become part of the journey rather than the reason to stop. And third, you have to be willing. One of the biggest myths about motivation is that it has to come entirely from within. In reality, even the most driven people rely on others to keep them motivated. A mentor can offer perspective when you're stuck. A friend can remind you why you started. A coach can hold you accountable when your discipline slips. Sometimes all it takes is a single conversation to reignite your energy. We often think asking for help is a sign of weakness, but it's actually a strategy. Borrow motivation when your own is running low. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, encourage you, and remind you of your potential when you've forgotten it yourself. Self-motivation may start from within, but it survives much longer when it's supported by the right people around you. At the end of the day, none of us wake up feeling inspired every morning. We all have days when doubt is louder than ambition, when quitting feels easier than continuing. The people who eventually build meaningful lives aren't the ones who never lose motivation. They are the ones who find a reason to keep going despite losing it. Sometimes that reason is responsibility, sometimes it is purpose, sometimes it's another person who refuses to let them give up. Whatever your reason is, protect it. Because in the end, it's not motivation that changes your life. It's the quiet decision to take one more step, especially on the days when no one is watching.